All right, y'all. Here we are, making progress. I didn't do a video. Well, a lot has happened since we started this. I guess I'm getting old. I hurt my back to the point where I couldn't walk, so no progress got done on the car all of last week. We were going to go and race this past weekend, but everything got canceled because it rained out, so that's good. So we are here trying to make it to Thursday night test and tune. They got a 28 race at Galot, which is nice. Super excited to see Galot doing some 28 races because that's what we need. We need local support for our small tire racers out here at Galot because it's just previously been all bracket stuff, and I'm not a bracket racer. It's a badass facility. The track could be probably the best in the nation, and we just need more small tire racing out there, which is good. Enough talking about all that stuff. I know you guys are probably looking at the turbo kit like, what in the hell is going on? Yes, this is what we're doing. We're doing a little twin turbo kit. Kept it simple. Had a large frame turbo mount already dead center, and we just cut a hole in the bumper, and I wasn't going to fiberglass that back together, so we left that one there. I'm sorry, I'm dying. The hole for the twin turbos, because this car was originally twin turbo before, he had one hole here, which just keeps our rev sensor block cool with fresh air, and this other hole here that would just go and I guess cool down our brake, now has a turbo stuffed in it. So we got one center, one on the driver's side. A lot of people are in the comment section saying, why would you do this? That looks stupid. This, that, this, and that, this, and that, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you think about it, we were definitely nose heavy on the passenger side. Now we added probably like 40 pounds plus a little bit more with piping over here. So if you ever notice this car go down track, it would be hiked up like maybe 2 inches more, maybe an inch on the front left than it was the front right. A little bit more weight over here should help. Naturally, a car will want to pick up the front left more, so if you put a little bit of weight over here, that is better. Makes me second guess doing the bad apple because I put the turbo kit favoring the passenger side and the turbo way down low out front. Probably would have been better if I put it over here, but you live and you learn. The next Mustang I do where I decide to do an offset turbo like that, I'll put it in the right spot. Yeah, so this is what we got. We cut the hot side off. I did a video talking about this stuff. We got this side done on the last one. All back purge, all stainless bro stuff. You can see Steven's welds look a million times better than mine, but mine are glued on there, and hopefully mine never come off. The fitment of the pipe, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. A little bit of a ledge there, but we're just working with what we got here. All we're looking to do is move air from the motor to the turbo, and then fresh air from the turbo to the motor. So driver side bank, that's completed. I woke up early, got here at like 6:37 and got this knocked out first thing. Right now I'm filming, it's probably maybe like 9 o'clock on a Monday, so happy Monday to everyone. But we got this one knocked out. Again, stainless bros, 304 stainless, back purged. I mean, my welds look pretty decent there. I'll take that for Monday morning, you know, no complaints. So now we're left with doing the cold side. The plan is do the cold side, do the exhaust, and then put the wastegates wherever they must go. I might run a tube out here and put one wastegate here and put one here, and then run the pre-existing lines to the wastegates. That would be pretty cool. And then hopefully by 5 today, I can get all the lines and everything ordered up for our turbo feed and our turbo drain. Our turbo drain on this one is already satisfied, but we need to either drill out and weld a fitting onto the side of this to make our own Y, or we need to find a Y that is this exact same length and then Y in the drain from this turbo. So this turbo drains through this bar into this little corner right here, and then turbo scavenge was great. We had no oiling issue. I shouldn't say that. It didn't. No electric scavenge pump will ever do a great job. They're okay. There's definitely some oil in the manifold or in the turbo, but whether it's the turbo, scavenge pump, leave it running, shut it off early, there's a lot of factors to it. But yeah, so hopefully, ideally Wednesday, right? Or Tuesday night, we can have this thing fired up. So I'm going to get to work here. This is what we got going on. Your opinions, honestly, I like to look at them, but I don't care about them because when you guys are doing this to your third-gen Camaro with a 481X, you guys probably won't care about my opinion, you know? So not saying that I don't care about you guys, but sometimes you got to look at the source. Like, everybody's just like, oh, I was drag racing when you were in diapers. Well, maybe so, but they also didn't have turbos back then. or they barely had turbos. Shout out to all my old heads that actually know what's going on, and then shout out to the people that don't know what's going on, but act like they know what's going on. I forgot I was making a video. Here we are. Yeah, got the hot side done, got half of the cold side done. Just got it tacked up in 2 spots. I got to weld this joint out and that joint out, and this one's done. And then it's onto this side, and then the exhaust. I hope to be finished with all the fab today. Maybe come in tomorrow morning and do the wastegates if I don't get that done today, but I'd like to really get as much of it done as possible. Welds, all right. Nothing too crazy. It's stuck together. I mean, that looks pretty decent, I would say. This stuff looks good. I'd say, like, CJ, what do you rate my welds? How much? 10 out of 10? Oh, why? Because it moves air, right? That's all we're going for. We got the Sub-Zero giveaway truck over here. Did a cage in it. Got it painted black. Look at that. Boom. My man CJ's putting some tint on it.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. Is this your first car you're tinting with a cage?
No, I tinted Hank.
Oh, you did tint Hank. Hank had a 6-pointed. That was like cheating.
Yeah.
But it still sucked. Oh, look at this. It's got the bar that goes through the back, so it doesn't come out of the... Some custom shit here. Got that knocked out, so hopefully Josh likes that. Yeah, and we're doing a cylinder head on my Dodge. Got a fleece cylinder head here. And Mason's actually doing this. So it's just chaos every which way you look. But I'm going to set down a time lapse. I'm going to weld this out, and we're going to see if we can get some fab done and get this side fabbed up where it's looking right. Looking nice. And I think I'm going to try to keep it clocked like that and run like a 90 into a 45. So it'll instead of having one go straight in and this one come at that angle, it'll have some character. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that air bending, even though it's what it hates to do. How's it smell in here, Ant? What's this smell like? Yeah. We got half of this done. How's it going? Yeah, some of my welds aren't the greatest, but we're going for airflow on this one, not aesthetics. Well, I'll send this shit to Big Joe at Dieter's Custom Finishing. He's got one of our new... Have you ever seen the misprint flags that say Suck Rick instead of Slick Rick on them? I'll show you. It's hilarious. He ordered one, and it says Suck Rick on it. And they sent him a misprint. So we'll send him more Suck Rick stuff, and he'll polish all this. He'll polish all my welds so they'll look good. They're structural. So we're going to bolt that sucker back on. I got to do this side. It's not... What time is it? What time is it? I got to get this video out by, like, at least 1. Don't say 12. What time is it? 11:39? Damn. I'll be putting in work. So, yeah, I'll make this other one, and then I'll probably post this video, and then tomorrow's video will be making the exhaust and the wastegates. I hope to get all the fab done today. Set it back down on the ground. I really need to put it on there and test fit the front end, make sure we're good clearance-wise, and then we should be good. All right, update. What, is it noon yet? I said I was going to stop at noon. Oh, my God. What a piece of shit. 12:07. All right, I'm going to weld this pipe out. It's probably like a half-hour welding after I get a new cup. Oh, damn, right on the cup.
Didn't break it. We're good.
Got this fit up. 45 and a 90. I called that off rip, didn't I? I called it. I said, that's a 45 and a 90. And
I said it wasn't a 45. It looked like a 25, and I was like cross-eyed and glaucoma, so. John's about to let me get it ripped.
No, Mason's not. I was about to until you dropped the torch.
No, we're good. All right.
So I'm going to weld this out. I might do the cardinal sin where you just weld them all out. Well, if you do it on the car, it's not bad. One thing I will say, with it all being one pipe, you have to loosen the compressor cover and clock it down to get the charge pipe off, because they all have male and female V-bands. Yeah. So it's like in there, when it's clamped in. These welds look good though. Look at that shit. And right here you can see a little contamination right there because some asshole didn't wipe it with acetone. That shit looks good right there. The fitment looking all right. Oh, you're gonna do it before I forget? There's the bottle of acetone. All right, so we're gonna burn this out, and then be done with the hot side, cold side, minus the wastegates, the blow-off valve, and all that stuff. The provision's already on there, and the injectors in the tube. Damn! You could see that gap from here. It's not. It's that.
fine.
It's that big.
You'll never know.
You will never know. We'll show you when I get done with it. All right. I could weld a broken heart. Weld the crack of dawn. Weld a spider's web. It don't matter. It's already rolling. That's a weird way to grab it. All right. This video is not for YouTube purposes. Should I put it in the video? Just so people know how my brain works?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. All right. So this video is really meant for me to watch when I edit later tonight, because I failed to get you guys a Monday video. Sorry about it. But I'm going to put stuff in the 8-Tech cart and get stuff rolling. So my biggest concern on this is our feed and drain. We already got the hot side and the cold side done. I'm going to put wastegate with dump tube right here. And it's going to be down pretty far, so it should dump like not on our oil feed line, and then wastegate out here and dump where it was before. I think, yeah, I'm going to have it come back and dump back here. Didn't run the exhaust yet, but for the oil feed for the turbo, we have O-ring 6AN, and this is just 6AN line. I'm going to cut the line here, and then I'm going to put a female end on it. I'm going to leave the heat sleeve. I'm actually going to reuse this heat sleeve. I could actually reuse this end too, right? And then I'll just crimp another 90 on this side. So we're going to go female end. I need to order a 6AN Y male on all ends. And then I'll either 90 or 45 come up here into a 3/8 MPT to 6AN fitting. That's going to be our turbo feed. Other side's going to go 45 off here. I'm hoping I have another one of these like 120 fittings. If not, I can call Brown & Miller and get one overnighted. Or even if I have to do a 90, the 90 is not going to look as good as the 120, because the 120 you can
Yeah, the
really,
120 looks nice.
yeah, you can really get in there. And then we'll zip tie it up. So then our oil feed's done. For our drain, this is dash 10 from the Parker Speed flange. The drain is going to be, the line should be big enough where it can hold enough volume that the scavenge pump can work. So we're going to go 90 here, and then we're going to go hopefully right through this bar.
Yep.
And then it's going to go, see, this is my only issue. I mean, the height of it, it's still higher than that.
So
as long as the turbo's higher.
As long as the end of the line is below the exit of the turbo, it's going to be okay because you're sucking. I understand that the pump doesn't suck
That
well.
one has a little bit of suction.
But they all have a little bit of suction,
So
especially
we're
once
gonna
it's primed up.
10 AN 90, and we're going to run that over here, and then I'm going to drill a hole into this fitting, and I'm going to weld an aluminum piece of tubing onto it with a 10 AN male fitting. So it's going to be Brown & Miller, just 10 AN run it across, and we're going to make our own custom Y, because this fitting here obviously is pretty intense. And then once we have that done, it's just running the exhaust. I already have my O2 bones. My O2, will it reach?
I was going to say, if we need to, one thing we could potentially do.
O2 is not going to reach. Is that a good spot for the O2?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be fine.
Damn, Devin!
I think it'll. Are you sure it won't reach? Or is the harness just tied up?
There's a connector. There's the left AFR. I mean, it might have a little bit more slack in it.
Yeah, so
It'll get there.
I know we completely cut apart everything and changed everything, but I say we blame the wiring guy.
Oh no, it's 100% Devin's fault. Yeah, 100%. This one won't. This one we need it to reach. Being on twins, it needs to be on both. That's plenty. I mean, what do they say? How many inches?
It doesn't matter from the end of the turbo. I know you keep saying it does, but it doesn't. It only matters from the collector. So
Okay.
you don't get pulses.
So
of
just
the
put it
exhaust.
in there.
So yeah, in the exhaust of the turbo, it'll be fine. It'll get hot, and you might burn it up whenever we start really leaning on it, I guess. But you're not going to get much of a better spot because if you get out any further, you're going to be close.
Well,
and
I'm gonna run the bullhorn.
Yeah,
So
that helps. Yeah, yeah.
Ideally, what I'd like to do is run it like on top right here. It looks
Right.
like shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the Bad Apples does with the front end off, but with the front end it looks fine.
Yeah.
All right, train's coming. We're ending this video. I gotta order parts.